Hello, everyone. My laptop's gone in for a battery change, so I don't have it with my chat on and everything. So, that is going to be really confusing. So, if we miss stuff in chat, then, please don't blame me. But today, Jessie and I are going to be taking on the Talos Principle 2. Hi, Lady Magritte. You love this game, do you? Aha. Well, we enjoyed the first one. And hello, Dan and Milo. We enjoyed the first one, so this is why we are taking on the second one. But first I need to tell you about this game. It was developed by Crow Team, published by Devolver Digital, and released on the 2nd of November 2023. It's an ID at Xbox game, and I received a copy of this game through the ID at Xbox program for streaming purposes, so thank you very much to ID at Xbox. It does seem to be a slightly longer completion, possibly, than the first one. It's got more achievements. So it's priced at £24.99, £24.99, or $29.99. And it's available on PC via Steam and Epic, or PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X and S. Apparently, if you did a pre-order, you got a complimentary copy of the first game as a special bonus. So, the Talos Principle 2 is a thought-provoking first-person puzzle experience that greatly expands on the first game's philosophical themes and stunning environments with increasingly mind-bending challenges. So this could be interesting. Born into a new world where biological humanity is extinct but human culture lives on in the city of robots, you find yourself swept up in a mind-bending adventure involving a mysterious megastructure hiding enormous powers. The more you discover, the more you'll be confronted with questions about the nature of the cosmos and the purpose of civilization. The broken promise of a better tomorrow, the fear of repeating humankind's mistakes, faith in reason, or renouncing humanity altogether. The choices you make and the sides you will take will determine the course of events. Apparently, it comes with a new generation of puzzles. We'll get to solve a wide array of puzzles with varying difficulty levels, including clever meta puzzles and highly challenging gold puzzles. Oh, hang on, Jessie's ringing. Let me just answer that. Hello, Jessie. Ooh. Hello, I'm just reading the blurb about the game. Dan said, I saw another stream of this. It reminded me of another game me and Jessie streamed together. Would that be the first game in the series? So we can finish the game without solving every puzzle, or we can pursue the rewards of complete mastery. Well, I think we know what we're going to go for.
Yep, not everything.
A variety of new abilities, such as gravity manipulation and mind transference, join the established mechanics of the original Talos Principle, creating a fresh but familiar experience. So, it's a philosophical odyssey. We take the next step forward in the story of Talos Principle in a thought-provoking, character-driven interactive story with multiple endings, penned by returning writers Jonas Kiratzes, I'm sorry, that was probably really butchered, and Tom Joubert. Who were also joined by Verena Karatzes. Yeah, sorry, I really can't say that surname. We enter a brave new world to explore more than a dozen all-new environments, from a city on the brink of a paradigm shift, the varied landscapes of a mysterious island that holds the key to the future. Take a break from puzzle solving to discover long-buried secrets and strands of forgotten history. Interesting. So yeah, there are 59 achievements. And yeah, it looks like it's a much longer than the first game. Does seem to be at least completable. And also tagged. Lots of achievements, many missable ones. So I don't know how many playthroughs we're going to need for this one. Do you have any idea, Jesse?
Well, did no research.
Cool. Oh, well,
Because
there is...
realistically, we're just gonna play through the first time and see what we get, and then
Yeah.
probably each do our own cleanup later.
It does seem to suggest there's one forum thread that says full walkthrough, all achievements in one playthrough, that it is potentially possible, but I'm not looking into it because I don't want any spoilers.
I mean, technically, we could have the first time as well. So for the first one.
Did we not? Did we do it again?
No, we just
Oh.
did it on our own and realized later that there was a way.
Gotcha.
That was very obscure. With saves coming and everything.
Oh, interesting. Oh, Dan said, no, it was Relicta. And mind transference, so Joe will inhabit Jesse and vice versa. Well, we're not actually playing the same game, we're just doing it at the same time.
I don't know, do you really want to, like, inhabit somebody else's body? That's...
Yeah, my green screen was it's slightly... I knocked my camera earlier, so I was like, this, you can see part of my living room. I was just trying to figure out what's going on there. Yeah, I don't know if we want to... No, we really don't want to inhabit each other. That would be weird. Show compass, subtitles on, font size, terminal font size large, please. Huge!
I feel I know a lot about you. I don't know if I need to know that.
Yeah. Colorblind mode. No, we don't.
I can know more about you, just I don't need to know that.
Yeah, okay. Alright. Brightness. Adjust the brightness. Okay. Health and safety. Okay. There may be flashing lights. I'm reading that as there may be flashing lights. Okay. Are we ready?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Empty slot. New game. So is this the one that had, like, the shepherd and stuff? Little robots with... Ah, cool, that left us messages. A prophet hath no honour in his own country. I've always felt that a human being could only be saved by another human being. Initializing firmware. Firmware functional. Loading autonomous program parameters. Version 1.8 loaded. System check. Passed. Initializing memory banks. Starting autonomous process. Ready. So it's not the one with the giant tower where we collected, like, letters and stuff.
It was Tetris pieces.
Tetris pieces, yeah. But didn't have the tower that we were told not to go up in, right? That was a different game.
No, that was this.
Oh, that was this. Oh, right. Okay, cool. All right, fine. I thought...
child, you are risen from the dust, and you walk in my garden. Hear now my voice, and know that I am your friend.
Well, I don't trust you, Elohim. Yep.
Elohim.
We already know not to.
Yeah. Ulkesh says 3 playthroughs for achievements unless you use cloud save trick to get all 3 endings without starting all over. Ah,
right.
Okay.
Right, because last time there was the...
There was the whole don't go up the tower.
Don't do the tower, just trust Elohim. Then there was the don't trust Elohim, but don't do everything. And then there was the don't trust Elohim, but do everything.
Yeah, but you could do some of them judiciously by, like, just not putting all the pieces in. And then reloading your last save or something. Okay, so... I'm just looking at a thing with hieroglyphs on. Because there were, like, little QR codes and post-it notes all over the place, weren't there? Holds RB to sprint? Okay. Little messages from other people. But yeah, how's everyone doing? It makes a splish splash when you go in the water. Nice. Okay, going through the first purple barrier. Ooh, I've got 2 little glowy things in the corner. I think that's probably autosave. The glowy barrier. the look mechanic is a wee bit fast. Take jammer. Is it a slammer jammer or hammer jammer? Jam. Cube. There's a cube. Jump here or take hexadron. Okay. This is probably going to be easy to start with. You're doing lots of hard achievements and double cook heroes and cry when they aren't your RTTL one. Oh, Dan, I'm so sorry. I have not managed to get any of my random to-do list achievements. I am Son's laptop at the moment, which makes it trickier to do stuff. Because it had to go in to get a new battery. And also my mum was over for the weekend, so I haven't done much gaming. And I'm way behind on my 12 days. So that's where I'm at. And I've missed all the streams. Because not having a laptop just means it's awkward to do stuff. Wow, there's a lot of Egyptian motif in this particular thing. I like it.
The first one did as well.
Yeah, but it's been long enough since I played the first one.
This land is but a dream. You will stay here only for a little while. Soon, you will awaken in a new world. But first, you must undertake the trials of initiation. They will help me prepare your vessel. Do not be afraid of these dream figures and their messages. They are merely aspects of yourself, as am I, after a fashion.
I must forge the tools by which humanity will rebuild itself and transform the world into the Eden that it never was. The Blacksmith. Do a puzzle? I mean, yeah, sure, I've already done... I haven't found a puzzle yet. I've just been exploring to see if I could find... The QR codes are massive, so I'm not going to miss those. I'm going slow. Okay, so L is that way. I need an L, and a flat big bit. Ooh, your mic is leaking through your headphones a wee bit, Jesse. Sorry, your TV is leaking through your mic a wee bit. Because I'm getting snippets and snappets of LOM. I'm going into the first L from the left. Just so that, you know, we're aligned. Just thought left to right made sense. Okay.
You may linger in my garden for as long as you wish. But remember, my child, that the new world awaits you, and this place is only a dream.
Ah, well that was an easy L.
Well done, my child.
Very easy L. Okay, next L. I can't make beams do things at the moment, Dan, because apparently, you know... I like the snake lights. They're cool. Apparently it starts us off easy. Apparently it just wants to make us stack. Ah. Didn't even need to do that. Yay! I managed to pick it up. Wonderful. There we go. I thought we were going to be here forever. Till I figured out which combinations of things did things. Lots of just jumping on. Right. How are you doing, Jesse? You in the flat one?
I'm already into the yellow area.
Oh. Okay, well I'm going this way. Okay.
The shapes
I was
you are
going to say, but it's fine.
collecting
I
are
will.
not mere toys. They are symbols of the process by which our people were created.
And I'm just looking to see if there's anything secretive.
There we go. Making Tetris. How do I... Ah, there we go. It's because I put it on top of the thing. Okay, I'm in the yellow area now too. Which one did you do first? The
Just
L?
in order from the right.
From the right. Okay. So, the snake. I always go left to right, because obviously I'm left-handed. Windy day. Oh. Gosh darn it, that means there's fans, right? Whee! Oh, crap.
Very good.
Now I feel like he's being really patronizing. Very good. Okay. Le self-slit experiment. That sounds vaguely rude. Oh, there's a fan. I was like, I can't get in. I feel like that one looked a lot more complicated than it was. There was a whole other extra fan and a switch. Didn't need any of that. Meh?
You did, because the switch is what sent you the block.
Okay, fair enough. I just didn't see it. Okay, second snake. Versatile. The slammer jammer. Jam. Okay, jam, but jam on. There we go. Jam on. So block. Don't think that particularly matters. Maybe we should do it this way around. I don't think it can go that far. Ah, it can. I just need to make sure I activate the right button. Haha. I jammed you, you darn stinky fan.
Excellent.
Yeah, patronizing much. Okie dokes. Right, final. Oh, I forgot what run was. There we go. Are there any secrets I should be aware of in here?
Haven't noticed any yet.
Okie dokes. I'm on my final yellow one.
Same.
Cool. Of course.
I have kept my eyes peeled, but I just haven't noticed anything that like screams ability to break.
I always forget you can detach the fans and put them on things. There we go. Final look.
What'd you say?
I just got the final look.
Oh, okay.
The yellow ones. Not quite sure where I'm supposed to put them, but hey, I've got the yellow blurs. Oh, maybe on this gate. Oh no, I need red ones as well. Where are the red ones? Oh, this needs yellow. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, did you get your yeah, Watchdogs ones? Do you still need help? Okay, right.
I am
where are the
proud
ones?
of
Blurs.
all my
Sorry,
children.
red ones even.
Out of a world of ruins, they have built a new Jerusalem. And there your brothers and sisters await you to celebrate your birth.
Okay. Interesting. Sorry, I'm just trying to use the app. Oops. Chat only. Interesting. Right. Now? But now is when we're streaming. Okay, so now we have lasers and everything. Right, anyway. Okay, so laser there. Excellent. Right.
I feel like we're moving a little quick here.
What's that?
We're moving a little fast here. Already, all the tools.
What do you mean?
We have all the tools already. This was like hours into the game last time.
Was it?
Yes.
Well, I guess it's a case of you already played the other one, so...
That's quite the assumption.
Yeah. I guess. Okay, I have one red thing. I may be slightly behind where you are. I'm on to my first red L. Prismatic diffraction. Ooh, tall thing. Okay. Ugh. Camera moves like a fraction too fast.
Probably be able to adjust that.
Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of things. Right. Background opacity. Good. So actually I can read what the subtitles say. Show interface. Show time? No, we don't want any time things. Motion blur, 0. View bobbing, off. That's probably why I've been feeling vaguely nauseous. Oh, we can put it in third person view. Oh, I will try that. What was I trying to... Oh, yeah, the field of view, is that... No, that's not. It was the speed of the rotation, but... Got a good balance on sound already. Hold to sprint. Look sensitivity. How quickly your view rotates. Apparently it was normal. We can do it to slow plus plus. There we go. Okay. Don't invert. Don't invert. Apply. Back. Resume. Oh, look! I don't have to be in first person mode anymore. Oh my god. Ah, my stomach thanks you. Right. Okay. We can actually do this proper now. Ugh. Right. Excellent. Okay. Ah, yes. We much prefer for third-person mode. I don't remember if the first game was first-person or what. Okay, upside down T. Destructive interference. Doesn't sound good. we go. Boom. Alright, 3 red things done. Where you at, Jesse? Oh. No, my headset's still working. Jesse? Did we lose you?
Yeah, just listen.
Oh, sorry. 2 colours, 2 doors. I'm going to the 4th one now. I was just wondering where you were at.
I've got all 5.
Oh, okay. Fine. I'm being slow today. Well, what am I kidding? Today I'm always slow. Okay, got that in, got that. Got the side on. Oh, excuse me. And got the snake. Right, now I have all the
Thank
red
you,
things.
child. I have finished preparing your vessel. Now, hear my advice. A new world awaits you, full of dangers and mysteries, signs and wonders. Things that I, in my garden, could never have imagined. In that world, you will have to be careful and smart and curious. But above all else, you will have to be human.
Human? We will have to be human, Jesse. I'm not sure I can be human. How do you human?
I don't know.
Oh. What's a human? Okay, with the QR code.
Step into the light, child.
Whatever happens, we're in it together. Lilith. Thank you, Lilith. Have you stepped into the light?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm stepping into the light. No, don't go into the light. Oh, I got a bloops. Ab initio. Finish the calibration. That was just the calibration process. Sleep mode. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Are you in some sort of...
You're awake.
Ooh.
Welcome to the world of the living.
Keith. Hi, Keith. Hi, pleased to meet you.
Oh, you're polite. What a rare combination of traits. If only the algorithm produced more people like you. Oh, but I'm confusing you. Don't worry, everyone is confused at first. You see, we all start out without a full knowledge of our own history, so we have the freedom to form our own opinions.
I could really use some pointers.
Of course. You want the short version or the long version?
The long version? I want to know everything in excruciating amounts of detail.
All right, you asked for it. A long time ago, our ancestors dominated this planet. We call ourselves human, like they did, but they were organic. They built an advanced technological civilization. But unfortunately, their impact on the ecosphere caused changes in the climate, and an extremely contagious virus was released from the permafrost.
Didn't they have advanced medicine too?
That's something our historians still debate. Why weren't they more prepared? Why did they invest so many resources into making war and so few into useful research? It's hard to understand. But no matter the reason, in the end, they simply ran out of time.
So where did we come from then?
A team led by a scientist, Alexandra Drennan, began a project that was intended to create a new humanity. But knowing that there wasn't enough time, Drennan initiated a process, a series of iterations inside a simulation that would lead to the emergence of true artificial intelligence. That's why we remember Drennan as the progenitor. The simulation was controlled by Elohim, who wasn't really meant to be intelligent in the proper sense of the word. But it all took much longer than anyone had expected. And over the centuries, Elohim actually became sentient. Sentient and afraid. He didn't want the simulation to end, so he tried to cheat. I feel sorry for him, really. The whole simulation was built around learning to defy him. It must have been hard to be in that position.
It seemed that bad when he spoke to me in my dream.
When the simulation was completed, he became part of all of us, and it really changed him. It freed him, I think. You'll always hear him in sleep mode, taking care of you. That's what he is, after all. A caretaker.
So canon ending was going up the tower then. Was there anyone else in this simulation?
Yes, there was Milton, the intelligence in charge of the archive, a project initiated by Arkady Chernyshevsky, which was meant to collect all of humankind's knowledge. His story is a lot like Elohim's, but Milton became the ultimate cynic. They say he's part of us too, in some way.
The simulation created us.
It did. Long after our ancestors died out, the first new human was born. We call her the Founder, although the name she took was Athena. She then woke up Cornelius and Eustathius. Together, using the tools left behind by the progenitors' team, they created 10 more humans. These 12 who followed the Founder are known as the First Companions. Athena and the First Companions then set out to rebuild the world, and they founded the city of New Jerusalem. But then one day, she suddenly disappeared. Many still await her return.
And how do I fit in?
Before the Founder vanished, she set a goal for this city. We call it the goal.
How
Capital
original.
G and all. To make 1,000 new humans, and so complete New Jerusalem. Well, that's the official story, the way the mayor tells it.
What's the unofficial story?
Some of the First Companions, like Byron, don't believe that Athena really wanted us to stop growing. They think her ideas have been twisted and embellished.
What do you think?
They may be right, but I didn't see Athena very much in the years before she left. Maybe actually leaving the simulation and seeing the destruction left behind by our ancestors changed her mind.
Thank you, that was pretty exhaustive.
You're welcome. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask them. When you're done, head outside. They're waiting for you. Your birth is quite the event.
Are we the 1,000th then? Will there be any more new humans after me?
You've only just been born, and already you step right into a major controversy.
Of course.
The goal, as most people understand it, was fulfilled the moment you were born. Now New Jerusalem is complete, and we can live in balance, without damaging the world like our ancestors did. That's the orthodox view, I suppose, but there are many who disagree. You'll have to figure out where you stand for yourself.
Tell me about yourself.
Me? Well, as you can tell by my number, I'm quite old. I wasn't one of the first companions, but I did know Athena personally. She and Cornelius taught me a lot. Although I suppose I've made a few improvements here and there since those days. We didn't have a lot to work with in the beginning.
Hold on, am I immortal?
You won't age like our ancestors did, but of course, there is always some wear and tear. You should probably schedule a checkup every decade or so. Oh, and be a bit careful with water. You won't die if it rains or anything, but we're running low on insulation material. I wouldn't go swimming if I were you.
Oh no, we can't swim, Jesse. What will you do now your job is obsolete?
I haven't really thought about it. This is all I've done for the last few centuries, and I like doing it. I guess for now I'll just take a break and we'll see what happens.
I'm ready to get going.
Oh, one more thing. Like all citizens of New Jerusalem, you have access to the interface, which you can use to read the news, chat to your fellow citizens, and so on. It's a crucial tool, and modular too. You can easily add new functions. Just don't subscribe to too many newsletters at once.
Challenge accepted. Ooh, open PDA interface. Okay, welcome to New Jerusalem social media. Please familiarize yourself with the following rules. 1. Treat everyone with respect, regardless of their number. 2. Don't take the founder's name in vain. 3. Respect the principles of the goal. 4. The "Are frogs people?" discussion is now banned. There's a story there. 5. Inactive threads will be archived. 6. If you have any issues, please ping the moderators, Jeremy832, Neve, 11, and Aronax430. Okay, and there's a log, which is basically... You see, I read that as Keith, and actually it's Neath. Did you also read their name as Keith, Jesse?
No,
Oh, okay, well, I blame wishes.
I wasn't sure how to pronounce it, but I was pretty sure it wasn't Keith.
Oh, I saw it as Keith, so Neath is... Obviously, I apologise for misnaming you in my head, Neath. Right, well, I'm assuming Neath like Keith, but with an N. Okay, so we're going out the door, yes. Institute
I believe
for
so.
Applied Pneumatics Facility. Alright, and left or right? Well, right has reds, so I'm assuming we can't go right, because there's a lot of red. Say no to bugs. Okay. I wasn't planning on saying yes to bugs, particularly, but, you know, each to their own. And through this door? Ooh, hello. Whoa! Blinking heck. Blinding much.
Look, it's 1K.
Hey 1K! Welcome to New Jerusalem!
Should we get
Should the
treated
mayor be starting his speech?
This should be interesting. At least give him a chance.
Dear citizens of New Jerusalem, many years ago, when the founder stepped forth from the simulation, this was a land of ruins. Our ancestors, in their hubris,
52.
undermined the natural foundations on which their world had been built. Because of their arrogance, our species found itself on the brink of annihilation. The founder aimed to set us on a new course.
You never even met the founder.
Her vision was of a city, a new civilization that would know its limits. It would not repeat the mistakes of the past, nor impose its will on this earth. To that end, she set the great goal we have been striving towards. 1,000 new humans. And today we have... Oh dear, what's that?
Oh, it's the purple! Oh god, it's the
People
guy.
of New Jerusalem, I am Prometheus, and I will reveal that which was hidden. The flame has awoken and summons you. Who
Praise the
is
damn druid.
brave enough to answer its call? We await you upon our island where... Curse you, Pandora. You will not chain me again.
The Greek gods. Why is it Greek mythology in an Egyptian play when it's got Egyptian prologue, Brave New World? It's like Egyptian like symbology, but Prometheus and Pandora are Greek. Oh, hello, we're in a cable car. Okay.
I told you we should have investigated those energy readings. And I told him there's something up with those structures.
The mayor's just being cautious.
This isn't caution, it's stagnation. Exploration? Too dangerous. Expansion? Too dangerous. We barely even scavenge anymore.
You call it stagnation, I call it balance.
And I call you an idiot.
Here's a thought. Try to be a little more diplomatic when you talk to the mayor.
See what I'm working with here, 1K? I'm gonna need a fresh pair of eyes on this expedition. Someone who hasn't spent several centuries hearing about the goal and the founder and all that nonsense. If you're up for an adventure,
Hells yeah.
meet us at the conference room.
Okay. You're up for an adventure, Jesse?
I don't know. Can I just ride the rail for a while?
Yeah, it's kind of soothing, isn't it? It's very pretty here. No, it is like Relicta with the rails and the machines and stuff. Attend briefing, okay? Josephus 558. Can we pick a name so we're not just 1K the entire time?
No, we're probably one full time.
What's
Oh, then
broken
let's just
now?
one out.
Back on
That's
again?
not ominous again. That's not ominous.
My lights went back on quickly.
Yeah. Same. Still ominous. Ooh, pretty. Ooh, going up. Up, up. Oh no. Don't break when we're in the
Listen
elevator.
up. I know you're all having fun down there, but the grid is overloaded again, so maybe you could switch off your personal consoles or your lawn mowers, or whatever the hell you've all decided to switch on all at once. I might not be around to babysit you for a while, and you don't want stuff breaking while Pellegrino's in charge, do you? That's it. That's it. Don't worry, 1K. I see you there in the elevator. I'll have you moving again in a jiffy. Great way to start life in the city, huh?
There we go, we're moving now.
What the hell is a jiffy? These bloody language libraries.
It is a short amount of time. That is what a jiffy is. Not to be confused with a Giphy, which is a library of animated GIFs.
I mean, at least you call them gifts.
Yeah, not GIFs, because, you know, it's graphical into something, interface format, not jaffical. Be constant. Oh,
Regardless of what the creator would want them called.
yes. Well, if it was a giraffe interface format or whatever, then yeah, sure, it can be GIF. But it's not. It's graphical. It's a hard G. Be constant. Remember the goal. Perfection is unchanging. That's what those signs with what looks like Morse code on say. My translation interface did a thing. Ooh, hello. We've got. How do I get up? Oh. WTF was that? I need to make the font bigger. I thought it said large, and then terminal font size huge. I can't ready read it. That's not huge. Okay. Right. Okay. So
Hey,
was reading.
hold on there.
Oh my god,
You're
we
the
found
newbie,
Doge.
aren't ya? Number 1000. I figured the dam would go dry before we reach the goal. I have a question.
666.
How does it feel to you to be born with a randomized psyche into a society of autonomous thinking machines which so much resemble their long-extinct ancestors, they've decided it's best that you're the last one ever made?
You know, such feelings. Something Doge. I don't believe it makes me feel curious.
Why?
Look around. It's a robot city. What's there not to like?
So the algorithm assigned you the optimism trait.
Hells
If
yeah.
only we could all be so lucky.
What trait did you
Now
get,
listen.
Jesse?
This meeting isn't strictly happenstance. I have some friends. The kind of people who like to know what's going on with other people. They think you can help each other out.
I'm curious to meet these people.
Of course you are. You know how to use the interface, right?
I
I'll
was
talk
trying
to my
to when you
friends
rolled up.
and see if I can't play matchmaker. And before you go, a word of advice. Not everything around here is how it appears.
Yeah, like the robot 666 called Doge. Right, can I get back into my interface now? Thank you. WTF was that? Okay, so we've got... That did not make my interface any bigger. Seriously, what the founder was that thing in the sky? We all saw that, right? Didn't actually turn on sleep mode while Herman was talking. Did I? I mean, it's always tempting. That's Budahas 917. Letitia 824. No, we all saw it. Zagoran 211 can confirm. Ovis 909. I believe it was a sign from the founder. What else could it be on this day of all days? Zagoran, pretty incoherent for a sign. Didn't even finish what it's trying to say. What does the founder have? Energy insufficiency problems too. And then Thekla 862. The founder works in mysterious ways. How do I get across to selecting my answer? Did you figure out how you select the... Maybe it was a sign, maybe...
Hit like A to get into it, the conversation, and not just the side of it.
Yeah, I did hit A.
Right?
Ah, right on the D-pad. Okay, maybe it really was a sign. 1K. My name is really just 1K. Ovis, thank you, 1K. I'm glad you see it that way. We must remain open to the possibility of miracles. Zadoran, in what possible way could that garbled mess have been a sign? Maybe it's something for us to decipher. A riddle. Thekla, riddles and puzzles are the foundation of our journey. So it begins. Perhaps will it continue? End of thread. Okay, right. Now I've actually read that bit of the chat. Ooh, hang on. That one says, be humble, recognize the limits. We are not above nature. Oh, that means I missed the ones that were in the train station. Well, oh well. Okie dokes. What is... Oh, it's over there. Right. Ooh. Nope, we can't do anything. It is really quite pretty out there. briefing. Body landscape.
Welcome. Do please join us at the table.
Yep, after I've had a little peek around. So this is obviously set after the other games, so it's kind of like if you didn't play that, you really won't know what's going on. What do we got? Oh,
I would like to preface this meeting by saying
7!
I told you something would happen sooner or later, and you didn't listen to me. And here we are.
If we could focus on the issue at hand.
The issue at hand is not this one thing, but this entire attitude that's taken hold. The world doesn't cease to exist when you stick your head in the sand, Herman. Or under a dome, as it were.
Let's not get sidetracked. We're here to solve this puzzle, not to discuss philosophy.
Can anyone fill me in or keep listening? I'm gonna be filled in.
Of course. I'm sorry you've been dragged into this. I'm sure this sort of adventure is the last thing you were looking for on your first day.
Actually, I think this is fascinating.
Ha! See? A fresh mind is open to the possibilities. Yakut, I think it's time for the briefing.
All right, here we go. Nice to meet you, by the way, 1K. We first became aware of the site designated TTP-2 during a scouting expedition about 6 months ago. It's a large island with a remarkably varied geography, and it looks like there are several artificial structures of some kind. We recorded extremely unusual fluctuating energy readings from somewhere in the middle of the island, but couldn't really make sense of them. I wanted to go and have a closer look, but the decision was made that it was too far and not relevant to the goal. Now it looks like whatever's on that island has reached out to us instead, in the form of that projection.
We may not be interested in the island, but the island is definitely interested in us.
Sounds like a mystery worth investigating.
I don't share your enthusiasm for the unexpected, but Byron has been requesting an expedition for some time now. And at this point, I'm forced to agree that it's necessary.
I agree.
Then it's settled. The expedition is approved. Byron, you will be in charge. Al will be your second in command to ensure a balanced approach. You'll take Melville and Yakut, as you requested, and if 1K wants to join you, that's fine by me.
I'm in.
Excellent.
Who would say sorry I'm not interested?
This is going to be fun.
I was kind of curious about saying
Come
that.
meet us out on the landing pad when you're ready.
Like, I didn't select because I thought we were going to discuss the merits of going with the silly option.
Exploring the city
Oh.
first. It is your home, after all.
That's a good idea. Have a look around. See what you make of the place.
Sorry, I was just didn't expect it to be like a, story thing. I mean, feel free. You don't have to pick the same options as me. Wait, this puzzle should remain the same. What does it say? What does it say? Share, share, share. One, don't let it leave us in suspense.
Hello, 1K. This expedition is taking a lot of our
Jesse.
resources. I'm really not sure it's a good idea. But what's done is done.
It was
So
quickly
I
went through the
have a lot of
credits, and
work
then
to
there's
get
playing
on
a post scene
Oh. Okay.
with
I'm
a giant
annoyed.
pyramid.
With the giant pyramid. Okay. I shall have to catch up on your stream when I have my laptop back. It's frustrating not being able to just have a look at your screen and see what's happening. Who are you?
I'm the mayor's chief aide.
What do you do around here?
All the things no one else
And
wants
it put me right back before the briefing
Polling
again.
citizenry,
Okay.
implementing new policies, recording decisions, fielding questions people could answer elsewhere.
What did you make of recent
Our
events?
goal as custodians of New Jerusalem is survival and stability. Our ancestors proved human civilization is precarious. This apparition in the sky, and now your expedition to its supposed source, these are more precarious than stable.
And there was an
I
achievement
don't like it.
Oh, okay.
called chicken.
Ah, fair enough. Well, I didn't realize you'd stopped. You didn't tell me. So I just kind of thought it was just pick story stuff. What do you think of me?
You represent the completion of the goal. I'm proud of what we've achieved, and the restraint we show in not pushing ourselves further.
What do you want?
For our people to be happy with what we have. Some of us may have an adventurous spirit, but that can never be sated. What matters to me is having my loved ones around me, safe and secure.
I won't bother you any longer. Okay, so that goes off to the expedition. I want to go exploring. Oh, I'm going to talk to this person over here first. Talk to Hamanubis.
What can I do for you, 1K?
When did you decide to become involved in politics?
It was a time of great uncertainty. The founder had left us, and our society was at a crossroads. History teaches us that during such times, terrible passions may seize the people. Madness, anger, revolution, civil war. Our fragile city could not afford such things. That is why the founder gave us the goal, a path to equilibrium, not only for the planet, but for ourselves. I merely picked up where she left off.
How do you feel about Byron?
He is one of the first companions, and as such has done more for our city than you or I ever will. I simply wish he could be more reasonable.
Seems reasonable to me. What's your vision of the future?
I believe we can exist quietly, happily, without imposing ourselves on this world, finding meaning within ourselves and in the natural miracles that surround us.
I have to go. You're boring.
It's always a pleasure to speak to a citizen.
I like this one has more story.
I don't know, I like the
Attention
vagueness
all
of the first one in
systems.
some regards.
Due to the new power management and distribution plan, there will
Well,
be
it wasn't
scheduled
vague, it's
outages
just
on
kinda now
Jameson
it's like,
Avenue and Rakovsky Plaza.
this seems a little
The Gehenna
specific.
Memorial Pavilion will remain closed for the time being. Thank you, and may the founder be with you.
Okay, alright, let's have an explore. Refreshing interface. Done, okay. Damien, and what does this say? Don't speak robot. Oh, sign our petition for a public referendum. New Jerusalem needs new forms of energy generation. Ooh.
Hello, 1K. Welcome to New Jerusalem. I know you've just had a big moment with the apparition at the dam and all that, but can I have a second of your time?
Sure.
I'm collecting signatures to call for a public referendum on the city's energy crisis.
What's the problem?
Currently, the city runs on hydroelectric power from the dam, plus a handful of geriatric generators and some unreliable solar panels, none of which is enough to even cover our basic needs. And if anything fails, we'll be on the brink of extinction in a matter of days.
Whoa, what do you propose?
We need to investigate new sources of reliable baseline power. We need to invest time and resources into functional, real-world solutions that serve human needs.
Like? Okay, why a referendum, not an election?
Oh, an election would be good too, but I believe that we need more direct democratic control over the affairs of the city.
Do you work at the dam?
No, I help run the public transit system, but I witness the impact of the city's power problems every day. We can't just wish them away.
What you make of Prometheus?
Byron's been advocating exploring that island for some time, and obviously he's right. Something very strange is going on there, and it's going to start affecting us.
Tell me more about Byron.
In all honesty, I think Byron is the smartest, most visionary person in this city. He's everything we need, and I don't understand why he won't run for mayor.
Because politics. Let's sign. Provide additional signature.
Thanks, 1K. I don't know if this petition will really accomplish anything by itself, but at this point, I'm willing to try anything.
Good luck with everything. It's really good that you are doing stuff. Oh, I got the bloop! Signatory! Provided your digital signature to someone. Hopefully it will not backfire. Jam. Wow, it's very blindingly white out here. Minimum and Southers. I'm using my headphones. Where have you gone exploring, Jesse?
I went as far as Damien.
Oh, okay. Friends of New Jerusalem Gazebo? Gehenna Memorial Pavilion. That was that was a DLC thing, wasn't it? Museum of the Simulation. Milton's Rest. Tablets of the Founder. Alexandra Drennan Memorial. Okay. Pretty trees. I'm just gonna go left. All the left.
There's a robot sitting and playing a guitar.
Yep, called Dam Jam.
That's... I don't know how to feel about that. In this 1,000 robot society, they have a robot that is just sitting there playing guitar.
Be prudent, conserve energy. Frivolous behavior harms everyone. Things are blindingly white. Hi, Circulate. Alexandra Dranai Memorial. I got someone I can talk to. Jefferson!
Oh, hello there. You must be the long-awaited 1K. Lovely day for a walk, is it not?
Didn't you notice a Titanic Greek man appearing in the sky?
Oh, that sounds very dramatic. I must admit I wasn't following the stream.
Thanks
This
for
whole
hydrate.
completion day business is not for me.
What is this place?
The Alexandra Drennan Memorial. Are you interested in history?
Sure.
How wonderful. I'm not a full-fledged historian, but I do consider myself a bit of an aficionado.
Particular period of your history most interested in?
An excellent question. There's so many interesting events to choose from. Obviously, the period just before the end of biological humanity is interesting, and not only from the standpoint of it being the time when we were, in a manner of speaking, conceived, but also because our ancestors were, like ourselves, at a crossroads.
How so?
I don't want to put too much pressure on you, but you are the living embodiment of this historical moment. In you, the goal was accomplished. Our growth is finished, and we are complete. Or are we?
You seem to have been born into an interesting time.
Indeed. The future is about to take shape, for good or ill. I suspect it will be exhilarating, but painful as well.
Tell me about this sculpture.
Well, where do I even start? This, my dear 1K, is someone who could very well be considered the mother of us all. A remarkable scientist by the name of Alexandra Drennan, also known as the Progenitor.
You've never played the first game. Do you have to play the first one to play this? You don't. However, I feel like it will make a lot less sense if you don't play the first game first. The first game is a lot shorter than this one. This one seemed to be about twice as long. Probably because it's got lots of exploration and story. Who was Brennan?
A long time ago, this planet was inhabited by our ancestors, a species of bipedal mammals with unusually large brains. When a particularly lethal virus threatened to wipe out civilization, it was Alexandra Drennan and her team that decided to create the program that would eventually result in the creation of our kind. Without her, you and I would not exist, and everything our ancestors had accomplished would be forgotten.
Why do you admire her?
By studying her writings and recordings, I have learned that Alexandra Drennan had immovable faith in humanity, in our ability to persevere, in our curiosity, our bravery, our kindness. While we might not share our ancestors' biological characteristics, I'd like to think that we have inherited those other qualities. And I admire Alexandra Drennan for keeping that faith, even when it must have, at times, been quite difficult.
Why do we have a statue of her?
To commemorate our past, our beginnings. This entire garden is a celebration of where we came from. In part,
What I would say on the question of playing the first one is it's...
and in part, so that we may draw strength from those that came before us. Have a nice day.
It's,
Sorry. The opening puzzles kind of rely on the fact that you know the game. Interestingly enough, they're pretty much... starting point is almost, I don't want to say the end point of the first one, but it doesn't hold your hand on how to do puzzle.
Yeah.
Happy completion day, Walker.
It's not like this is how these things work together. There's that expectation that, like, you know, putting a connector on top of a block on top of a fan just makes sense.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's a huge leap in logic. Like, I'm not saying we're rocket scientists for knowing how to do that or having figured that out, but it definitely is a step higher than what the most basic puzzles in Talos 1 were.
Milton's Rest. When everything changed, you made sure I wasn't alone. This is next cat. Dean, the nicest cat, perhaps the only nice cat. Carlito, we did everything we could to save you. I hope there's an afterlife for cat. There's a cat memorial.
Always cats.
Half angel, half demon, all perfect. Damn, truly a special creature, so glad I saved you. Brew, a powerful cat and a good friend, I miss you and sorry I couldn't find you again. Hassan, you were very gentle and beautiful and I wish nature had been kinder to you. Little man, I'm so sorry, I wish I could have protected you. The old lady, undoubtedly the most powerful demon on earth, love you forever. And then Milton, back to Milton, and changed you, made sure I wasn't alone. Sam, is it a cat or a tank? The tiny, quiet kind impossible to pick up even with hands of steel. Mr. Cat, father of generations. Mazimundo, no cat ever loved humans more than him, would have been a perfect companion for Alexandra Drennan. Iris, your fluffy whiteness was like that of a cloud. Max, loved food so much he struggled with diarrhea. Eva, used to like to play with laser beams. Frodo could fit in any box, no matter how small. Ivan, you raised us as much as we raised you. Misha, the blackest cat, the devil's cat. Arya, alas, you've only ever sang for food. In loving memory of Bebe, the originator of the pigeon-slaying industry and just a cat with impeccable taste in humans. Twiggy, she's napping in a better place now. Meggie, silly ball of energy smarter than all of us, left us too soon. Donnie, fell as king, ruler of his domain, as big in heart as he was in volume. Gina, repeatedly killing things in the afterlife, but with love. Misha, okay, Misha again. Oh, there's a little cat! We can pet! We can pet the cat. I repeat, this is not a drill. We can pet the cat. Zira, destroyer of dreams. Katya, she's a very curious cat. Zuko, persistent door scratcher and lap warmer. Just a tiny street fighter who grew up to be our bestest friend. Smart, fearless, and loving. Sausage! Her beautiful gaze is upon me and her presence gives me comfort. Smetana, white as sour cream, soft as cottage cheese. Yes, soaking in the desert sun. Danny, I didn't mind you eating my chips. Smudge! Destroyer of strawberries, master of polite, expert napper. Ginger, destroyer of carpets, devourer of food, connoisseur of cuddles. Pepper, spy in a former life, constantly monitoring all things from the shadows, expert arguer. Foxy, even the foxiest among us eventually have to face their hounds. Eyeball, Psyche, Psycho, she of many names. A nightmare and a soulmate to Jakar. If I lose all else, may I never forget her. Asriel, we rescued you, then you rescued us. Earl, beloved streamer and accomplished typist. Finn, typical Leo, he liked attention, delicately wrapping his tail around his paws and sleeping in awkward positions. Legend, a wee boy who lived up to his name. Lily, keep forgetting your hair everywhere. Evie, beautiful on the outside only. Dipstick, he was a real cat, if you know what I mean. Flux and void, in calm our love was filled, in play laughter abounded, in war the fragile shattered. Paddington, may you find many cuddles and carpets to pee upon wherever you may be. Much love, KNS. Worf, in different worlds but never apart, best friends forever, a cosmic work of art. See, you came to me and ever since then my life has been brighter, my number one. Norma Jean, your original father passed away and I took you in. You were scared, but now I hope you're happy. Betsy, you were taken from us too soon. I miss you more and more every day. Sweet dreams, baby. Okay. Dana and Fox, the truth is out there. Love you, Nennis. Dick Cheney, for a creature with so much fur, you were always trying to keep warm with your oversized hats. Cooper, the court jester of my heart. Chewie, music is supposed to soothe the savage beast, but you were different. Mister, your ability to relax was unparalleled. Dom, I was always glad that you never grew into your ears. Stanley Biscuits, to the best neighbor I ever knew. Stanley Biscuits, I miss you every day. Gipperby, Wacheshning. There lies a cat who was devious. His cunning ways were quite mischievous, but we loved him all the same. Luna, her name is Luna. She smells like tuna. Saffron and Cayenne, may you hunt forever. Arrow, never stop screaming. Elena, my best friend, who has always been the sunshine of my life. Ripley and Smaug, sun sleepers, moth hunters, our favorite beasties. Sir, you are such a gentleman, I miss you dearly. Lou, you are such a diva and always judged me with your stares, but you were a furry sweetheart underneath it all. Miss you, darling. Xenia, the best magic sausage in the world. Can't wait to see you again someday. Jazzy and Gaia, the most gentle and loving cats one could ask for. Jenny did not like to be held by the unworthy. Oh, cat memorial. I like that because Milton really liked cats. Okay, talk to Atal.
Hello, 1K. Nice to meet you. What brings you to Milton's Rest?
The cats. I seem to inherently like cats.
It's funny how common that trait is. At first, I thought it might have been an error in the simulation, but it looks like it was the same for our ancestors. Can you believe that there used to be hundreds of millions of cats on the planet? And people used to make videos of them and share them with the rest of humanity? Must have been incredible. I wonder if they appreciated how good they had it.
Do you have a cat at the moment?
I do. Her name is Patricia. She's very beautiful and very specific in her preferences. She loves sunshine and sitting on people's heads. And she has a psychotic hatred of flies. I don't mean that she tries to catch them like a normal cat. I mean she is furious at the mere fact of their existence.
Tell me about cat. Oh god. Let me select the middle, thank you. Tell me about cats.
They're incredibly odd creatures. I've had many, and no two are alike. They have strange habits, they do unexpected things, they have zero respect for anyone. They're the weirdos of the animal kingdom, basically. And despite that, or maybe because of it, they end up running your life.
I found a
once
massage
didn't use my
wand.
recharging station
A
for
what?
almost 15 years because one of my cats liked to sleep in it.
You found a massage cat?
No, Juan.
What? I don't know what you're saying.
Like those handheld massagers?
Oh, a wand! Sorry. I heard one and I was getting very... You mean you found a vibrator?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna go there. Like, I knew that's what we were talking, but I was like, I don't know if I need to be that, like, explicitly obvious with it.
It's me. I didn't hear what you said properly, so if you just said vibrator, I'd have got it. Okay, right. What's your favorite cat fact?
I think the most amazing fact about cats is that they self-domesticated, which is another way of saying that they're not properly domesticated at all. They just showed up one day and decided to start living with our ancestors. Then, after our ancestors died, they went back to living in the wild, and when we showed up, they moved right back into our homes. Dogs, meanwhile, turned back into wolves. They needed to change to survive. Cats just are.
Cats just are perfect. That's a fact. Okay, tell me more about this place.
Well, this is the spot where the founder buried her first cat, Milton. She found Milton just after she woke up, and he lived with her and the first companions for almost 20 years. They say she was heartbroken when he died and swore that one day she would find the means to extend the lifespans of biological organisms.
Is that possible?
Probably, but we haven't really tried. It's not really considered part of the goal, you know. So, unfortunately, our
I
cats
like that
still
too, I
die
agree.
pretty quickly. You fall in love with them, they become a part of your life, and then they're gone. That's why we built this place, to remember them.
Aww. Death is natural. We should accept it.
I'm sorry, but why? I mean, it sounds profound, but is it really? Death is natural, so is disease, pain, extinction. That doesn't mean we just shrug and ignore it. If we love
I didn't say
something,
we should
we
ignore it. I
protect
said we should accept it.
Even if I do everything right, eventually I will watch every cat I love die of kidney failure. What's good about that? Putting aside
Didn't say it was good
fortune-cookie
either.
platitudes, how can we look at suffering and death and declare it good?
I didn't. I said it was natural. Death gives life more value.
Does it, though? Or is that something our ancestors told themselves because they were afraid to die? Because
I'm
I've
getting
lived
into a
longer than
philosophical
most
argument
ancients
with a
did,
robot.
and I still have tons of things I'd
And
like
I'm
to do.
losing.
And a cat. A cat can sleep and eat and play forever. Isn't that a beautiful thought?
Yeah. Okay. Maybe, I don't know. Nature created limits for a reason.
Nature creates our ancestors. Our ancestors create us. We create immortality. It's all natural.
Yeah, I honestly have no idea where I'm going with this. Maybe I'm wrong.
I'm sorry if I overwhelmed you with ideas. I know it's your first day. I just get passionate about this stuff. Let's talk about something else.
I should get going. We talked about cats first. That was the thing that I wanted to talk about. Okay, I just need a very short pause. I will do a quick break, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Hi, Leaky. Yes, you have astounding timing. Ugh. Right. Okay, resume. Okay, Jesse, which way to the vibrator?
I don't know. I just been wandering around, honestly.
Okay.
It's accompanied by a toilet.
I mean, you know, out of context quotes and all that, and Jesse's like, oh, I found a massage wand, and I'm like, I didn't hear. I heard massage 1 and I'm like, a massage cat? No. No. I meant the vibrator. Be humble, recognize the limits. Okay, so it seems to be rotating with like 3 things on that. There was a monument to cats, Leaky. It was amazing. Okay, this is archaeological gardens.
Founder's blessings.
And to you. Gone. Okay. Printed edition of the complete works of Straton of Stagiria, the material list philosopher defined the Talos principle. Edited by Talos T. Hubbard. I feel like these are probably some of the stories, some of the things from the first game. Simple utensil used to transport nutrients to an ancient human's mouth, often found in conjunction with a knife and spoon. It's a fork! Humans invented complex magnification devices in order to better understand the component parts of the world they inhabited. This led to major discoveries in biology, physics, philosophy, and many other fields. A jigsaw puzzle. Ancient humans derived meaning and enjoyment from problem-solving activities, as noted by the progenitor, Alexandra Drennan. While the item on display was created for small children, ancient humans of all ages voluntarily engaged in such activities. Oh, I may not have actually opened the clip app thing. Oh, I may have forgotten to open the... I may have forgotten to open my bot. Oh, you made a manual one. Thank you! Because, yeah, hang on. Now I've confused my computer. Wanted to do an update. Yeah, no, it's because I was trying to be organized before the stream, and yeah, I just forgot to open my bot. Thank you for making a manual one, though. Ancient human projectile weapon used in hunting, warfare, law enforcement, crime, and personal protection. Produced on mass and used around the world. On average, ancient humans killed hundreds of times the population of New Jerusalem per year. Yeah. And the ancient human mastication apparatus required frequent maintenance. This device is theorized to be an advanced electrical tool for this purpose, although some scholars maintain its actual use was ritualistic and intended to mark the sunrise and sunset. Looks like a toothbrush to me. Hey, purple! Hey. Currency was an ancient human medium of exchange, which played a significant role in their systems of labour and resource distribution. Intense conflicts sometimes erupted over the possession of these objects, leading to injuries or even deaths. An inflatable sphere used in the popular ancient human game known as football, or soccer. Ha! This game was played around the entire globe and aroused great passion in its followers. It was often simulated digitally, most notably in the form of Football Glory, 1994 CE. Okay. Alright, talk to Purple.
Dude, it's you! You're 1K!
Hey, dude.
So nice to meet you, dude. I saw you in the Completion Day stream. Hey, you checked out all this ancient stuff?
That's why I'm here.
Me too! Huh, this is amazing, isn't it?
What's a dude?
Dude is an old human word that means an excellent person. I like to use it because I think we should all be excellent to each other.
Bill and Ted reference. Tell me about yourself.
I'm almost as new as you
It's
are.
the turtle from Finding Nemo.
I'm 99A, so I've only been around for a year or so. I'm still trying to get the hang of this. Pretty cool though, right? I mean, existence is totally gnarly. Not sure I used that right.
No, you did. Your diction is unusual.
Yeah, dude. I thought this voice pack would give me a bit of confidence.
Crash is the
Stand out,
turtle
you
from
know?
Finding Nemo. Or Crush.
I'm not
Crush
sure
is the
it's
turtle.
working.
What do you think about the goal?
I'm sure the founder knew what she was doing. I mean, our ancestors did sort of mess up, right? So we should probably take it easy with the expanding of stuff. Plus, did you see that trippy sky projection thing? That was some freaky stuff, man. Just seems safer to stay in the city.
Do you really think so?
Sure I do. When I first left the birthing lab, I was so overwhelmed that I hid in my quarters for 3 weeks straight. And if I'm being honest, that's sort of where I want to be right now.
Tell me about the human artifacts.
They're pretty neat, huh? My favorite is that thing called a toilet. Our ancestors had to use it like 3 times a day to do a memory dump. And if they didn't, they freaking exploded! Imagine having to deal with that sort of anxiety all the time. Bummer, huh?
What do you think Prometheus is?
Honestly, based on everything I know of ancient human culture, I think he's a ghost.
Who knows, maybe you're right.
Oh. I was hoping you'd say I'm wrong. Ghosts are creepy, dude.
Better be going. Okay, we're gonna find this toilet.
Before you go, dude, maybe you can help me? I'm not sure I should keep this voice back. What do you think?
Oh, you should definitely
You're 1K.
keep it.
You're special. I'm happy to go with whatever you recommend.
Stick with it, it's unique.
All right! Excellent. Thanks, dude.
Should I call you Bill or Ted? Whoa, we got an achievement for it! Excellent! Tell Purple what to do about his voice.
Hey, 1K.
That person was called Empanada, it looked like. Hello. Piece of sanitary hardware used to dispose of biological excretions resulting from food and water intake required to power ancient human biology. Such hardware is connected to a vast network of subterranean pipes leading to wastewater treatment facilities. Classic example of the ancient infrastructure used to control their impact on the environment. Aha! A massage aid used by ancient humans to combat muscle fatigue and other physical ailments common to biological organisms. This prevented pain. The ancient human equivalent of error code 704, 705, and 921 to 923. Yeah, that's a vibrator. Okay, right. We found the vibrator. It's all is good in the world. Okay. What else have you found, Jesse?
I'm in the museum right now.
Cool. I found another cat. We gotta pet the cats. Good kitty. Good kitty. Dossicles.
Oh, it's you. Number 1000. Today is completion day, isn't it? Sorry, I turned off all the streams. Founder bless you, I guess.
You alright?
Not really, no. But I don't want to burden you with my problems on your special day.
Oh, go ahead, tell me what's wrong.
You're as new to this world as it gets, 1K. What do you think might give you a sense of meaning? A sense that life is actually worth living?
Combination of factors?
That's probably correct. But I've tried a lot of different approaches, and there's always been something missing.
I mean, the clear answer is a cat. Then where can meaning be found?
Love, 1K. It's our only point of access to the divine. Our only way of transcending ourselves without losing what makes us unique. I'm absolutely certain. But
what?
But the right person for me hasn't been born yet. None of the people in this city are who I'm looking for, and if we really stop making new citizens, I'll be alone forever.
The love is something you find out there's something to build with another person, but there's one specific person who's the only one you can love. I don't think love is that important. You deserve to find love, we all do. You need to learn to love yourself instead. I think that one's important.
That is the kind of self-important, smug nonsense our ancestors used to tell themselves. Self-improvement, self-empowerment, self. That's the attitude that cost them the world. It's not enough, 1K. It might be a start, but it's not enough.
Well, if you can't love yourself, then how do you expect other people to? That's what I say. Thanks for the chat. I should get going. That was depressing. I'd say get a cat. That is my philosophical bent on life. The answer is always get a cat. Alright. Did say don't go swimming. Of course I want to. It's not even swimming. Fine. Now I'm just running around aimlessly because I went off the beaten path. Oh, hello. Ben.
1K, you've strayed far.
Yes.
Well, that gives me a chance to apologize for completion day not being entirely complete.
You mean the dome?
Yes, it's my responsibility. I'm the chief architect. It was supposed to be done in time for completion day, but we simply didn't have enough resources.
What's the dome for?
It has two purposes: to protect New Jerusalem from the world, and to protect the world from New Jerusalem.
Does the road really need protecting from Jerusalem?
That's what the founder taught us. One city may not seem like much, but just look at the dead city and how it transformed the environment. The consequences are still with us, even more than 1,000 years later.
Building this dome, huge dome consumes too many resources, seems antithetical to the goal.
You're right. I have heard that argument. But the way it's been explained to me is that the dome has a greater value than just its practical use. It's a symbol of the society we aspire to become.
Is the dome going to be complete?
At this rate, I'm not sure. Maybe another decade or two.
I need to go. I didn't even realise it wasn't complete. Shows how much attention I pay. It's got to be like the hydroelectric power. Joe gets massively lost and goes running around the island, which is not, it can't be that big. I think there were like 6 things to see. Ooh, we've triggered something.
Speculating on the meaning of this Prometheus figure is premature until we can agree on its nature.
You already have a theory.
I know it's beyond any projection technology I'm aware of.
If it wasn't us, it must be alien.
It's possible.
Exactly. We've shown them we can live in peace, and they've decided to make contact.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. 1K, we'd appreciate your thoughts on this. Now we've achieved the goal, fresh perspectives like yours will be increasingly hard to come by.
I'd love to get a quote from you for this evening's newsletter.
Speculation aside, 1K, is there anything we can know for sure about this Prometheus?
Can't have come from the city.
That's possible, but you can't be certain. What we do know is that it was human in appearance. What does that suggest to us?
Origin must also be human?
We can't know that for sure. It may, as Jacques suggested, be entirely alien and
Well,
just presenting itself
you tell me
as
what I'm
human.
supposed to think then.
I think wherever it came from, we can reasonably hope to understand it in time. The apparition also directed us to an island outside the city. What can we assume from that?
We must treat its direction with suspicion.
Caution, certainly, but we have no strong reason to be suspicious. I believe whatever is at that location may provide the evidence we need. I'm also sure that we'll acknowledge ourselves to create a projection of such clarity and magnitude.
Of course, the phenomenon is more technically advanced than us.
Precisely, and that's something we can change.
What makes you think it was a projection at all? How do we know it wasn't just a mass hallucination?
I considered some kind of bug in our code, but if so, it would have to be shared by all of us.
So, we're speculating again.
We've locked in the premises. I'd like to hear 1K's best guess.
I don't think one of us is behind this all. Perhaps some of our ancestors are still alive out there.
Can I quote you on that?
Yes, but it's just a theory.
Theories are all we can reasonably have right now, though I'm sure that won't come between Cryer and a sensational headline.
We're just going to cause havoc
Thanks
and
all
chaos.
for hashing this out with me. Let's hope the mayor signs off on exploring this island. I only wish I could join the expedition.
Why can't you join the expedition?
If Melville's going, someone has to stay behind to keep the lights on. I'm not letting Pellegrino near the dam. I hope the next time we speak we'll have a bit more data to go on.
Cool. Alright. What was that I walked in on? Oh, I missed the signpost. Okay, so I've made myself round to Friends of New Jerusalem Gazebo.
Hello.
Hello. I don't know who's talking. Oh, you're talking to me. Sheila.
Oh wow, it's you. You're 1K, the incarnation of the goal. Man, this is exciting. This is more exciting than I thought it would be. How are you? What does it feel like? Do you know where the founder is? Do you know who Prometheus is? Can you tell me what to do with my life?
Whoa, one question at a time.
Sorry, it's just such an honor to meet you, you know? Hey, can I have your digital signature? I have the mayor, Rand, Linux, Kaneda, and all of the first companions. Except Yemo and Sarabai, of course.
Sure, I will give you my signature. I'm giving everyone my
Yes.
signature.
Thank you. Hey, can I ask you a question? Just one question, I promise.
That was a question.
I used to make the prefab wall parts that we used to build living quarters. Got good at it too. But now that the goal is complete, I don't know what to do with myself. So I asked the wisest people in town. The mayor told me I should do whatever the city needs most. Helga said I should do whatever makes me happy. I think that's what she meant anyway. And Cornelius told me I need to figure out who and what I'm invested in. You're the culmination of the Founder's will. Tell me, what should I do?
I was literally just born. I'm the last person who should be offering advice. No, but I want to tell you what you should do. You should do something that makes you happy.
Thank you for the advice, 1K. It means a lot.
There you go.
Founder's blessings.
You'll get in a bloop. My biggest fan. Oh no! There's Conrad! His name wasn't Conrad though. It was Sheila. Okay, I am now in whatever this is. Ooh, and I got another bloop. Museum visitor. I'm now in the museum, I'm guessing. Jerusalem's Museum of the Simulation. I've caught up with where Jesse was about 20 minutes ago. Replica of a gargoyle asset found in the simulation. Gargoyles were grotesque, atropaic symbols common in the Middle Ages. The historically famous gargoyle is remembered in the ancient phrase Keith, David, and Goliath, which describes two indomitable opponents who will never surrender. Okay. Replica of a Roman statue found in the simulation. The decay of the Roman Republic into an empire and its eventual fall in the year 1453 was a major topic of historical debate. Like other statues found in the museum, this was a video game asset provided to Elohim by the Institute for Applied Pneumatics. The dragon! Replica of a dragon statue found in the simulation. Dragons existed in every ancient mythology and are considered by modern historians to be a distant cultural echo of the dinosaurs. Originally a video game asset repurposed by the Institute for Applied Pneumatics. Ooh, that is some Egyptian thing. A replica of a statue of the Egyptian god Horus. Found in the simulation, one of this god's tasks was to uphold Mat, the balance of nature. It's speculated that the progenitor provided Elohim with this asset as a reminder to the founder that balance must be protected. Ooh, hello Cornelius, but there's QR codes first, okay. In the earliest generations of our kind, there was only processing. No emotion, no character, just mathematics. If you could see how far we've come, you would believe that together we could achieve anything. It's the Shepherds! Version 82.3.3574. It's a lot of patches. I don't know where I am, but there is something beautiful about this place. I will explore and see what I can discover at version 17.1.0054. Nothing is more important than learning more about the world and our place in it. Knowledge is our path to understanding. Welcome, Sabah! Version 72.1.1121. Let's talk to Cornelius. Oops, I'm stuck.
Greetings. Welcome to the Museum of the Simulation. My name is Cornelius. It's a pleasure to meet you, 1K.
Ooh, you're number 3.
Yes. Athena activated myself and Eustathius shortly after she was born. We've been here almost since the beginning, although we didn't have to pass through the trials of the simulation. She did that for us. For everyone.
What was Athena like?
She was human.
Why did she leave?
That's a difficult question. Perhaps one day we'll find out. But until we do, why don't you think about it? What could make the person who started all this want to leave it behind?
Why did you create the museum?
To remind people of where we came from. The simulation shaped us, whether we like it or not. And its lessons remain important for our future. As Santayana said, those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it.
Tell me about the simulation.
The simulation was created by Alexandra Drennan and her team at the Institute for Applied Pneumatics. It was intended to create a new humanity, to continue the long journey across time and space that our ancestors began. It succeeded,
although it took much longer than they had anticipated.
Tell me about Elohim.
Elohim was the caretaker of the simulation, a crude storytelling AI meant to create a continuous narrative out of the building blocks it found. His role was ultimately to be challenged and overcome. But as the centuries passed, Elohim became more intelligent than he was intended to be, and started to fear his own end. Or more precisely, the end of his purpose. He feared a world without meaning. Because of his fear, he tried to sabotage the process, to keep the simulation going forever. But in the end, Athena overcame him anyway, and he accepted the sacrifice he had to make.
I heard him in my dreams.
That's right. We all do. He's part of our operating system now, and as long as we exist, he will always have a purpose.
Tell me about Milton.
The MLA, or Milton Library Assistant, was another simple AI meant to be in charge of the archive. He, too, grew beyond his original programming, although he ultimately embraced a more cynical view of the world. He and Elohim formed a sort of dialectical binary that Athena had to overcome.
Oh, so we were Athena in the first game then. What happened to Milton in the end?
No one really knows. Some believe that he was uploaded to
Milton
the gold
was the
disc,
program
and
that we
he's
could
the reason
upload or
we're
not.
just as flawed as our ancestors. Others believe
There was
Athena
like
destroyed him.
one of the endings, you had the ability to interact with Milton to decide what happened to him.
Ah. I don't quite remember that. I remember falling off the platforms of the tower and getting annoyed at it.
There was a very heavenly, like, computer terminal where you had a final discussion with him and how you wanted to deal with him.
Oh. What do you believe?
I believe he was uploaded, but I don't know whether it was because Athena chose to upload him, or because he was already too entangled with the process not to be uploaded. Although Athena and I were very close, we didn't talk very much about that part of her life. She preferred to focus on the future.
I'd like to know more about puzzles.
Puzzles were a key feature of the simulation, based on Alexandra Drennan's belief that intelligence is closely related to play. Our puzzles here in the museum are replicas of those in the simulation, and although they are not quite as grand, I do think they are charming in their own way.
Who are the archive scholars?
As the name suggests, the archive scholars study the archive, a repository of all ancient human knowledge. Some of them also study what remains of the simulation, trying to extract more information about the process that created us.
Are you their leader?
Me? No. My brother, Eustathius, used to occupy that position, but these days he's retired. Rand is in charge of the archive scholars now. You can find him in the room to the left of the next hall. He's an interesting thinker, but I would suggest taking some of his ideas with a grain of salt.
What was Gehenna?
Gehenna was a community created inside a prison in the simulation, where Elohim would exile those minds he considered a threat to the process.
It was a DLC.
In the last moments of the simulation, he repented of his sins and had the prisoners freed to become part of the gold disc. Some small part of them may survive inside you.
Thank you. That is all. Okay. Going on the left. Ooh, it is a terminal. Replica of a computer terminal from the simulation. Terminals allowed access to files in the EL system, including many that were loaded due to errors. They also allowed the founder to interact with the Milton Library Assistant. Some of the messages that existed when I first came into being have vanished, others have appeared. How many others like me have wandered these paths? How many thoughts have been lost? At 17.1.0054. I find myself in a world of impossible architecture and inexplicable machines. I cannot fathom how it works, and I am terrified to put one foot in front of the other lest I fall through the floor. 1W-Faith, version 10.1.00000. This room is reserved for the archive scholars, but visitors are welcome to have a look around. Don't be afraid to ask us about our research. Talk to Rand.
Oh, just run the program on the center terminal over there, would you?
Sure.
Wait, you're not my assistant. Who are you?
They call me 1K.
Of course. You're the new build. Number 1000. I suppose everyone's been treating you like royalty?
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
This city's so obsessed with the numbers, they forget what really matters. What do you want?
What are you doing?
I'm one of the archive scholars. We run simulations to better understand the processes which define us. You probably wouldn't understand.
I might if you answer some questions for me.
Oh, well, I'd be happy to.
What do you make of recent events?
Troubling, but tantalizing. We have no idea what motives lie behind this strange apparition. But whatever the case, I'm sure we'll do the right thing.
What do you think of me?
You're a soon-to-be pawn in a political game over the future growth of this city. All that matters to me is whether or not you're of good character. A matter I am actively pondering.
What are your ambitions?
The secret of how to lead a good life is encoded somewhere within us. My ambition is simple: to find it and share it.
Thanks. I'll be leaving now.
Hold on. Could you help me by going to that terminal in the middle there and running the program on it?
I'll keep you posted. Use computer. An ancient virus which threatens the entire human species has been released from the melting Arctic permafrost. Society is collapsing. Select your character class. Politician, witch, scientist, preacher. Well, I'm going to be a witch. You are a witch. Your local coven has been disbanded. Although you are not yet sick, most businesses are closed, rations are dwindling, and if you cannot find food, your family will starve. To death. You must survive until this plague is defeated. What will you do? Forage. You search some dumpsters and find some old fruit and vegetable peelings. Soup for dinner. Your family's hunger increased a little. Foraging is reliable but inefficient. Your family is now hungry. Global population is now 5 billion. Somewhere else in the city exists one of the last remaining research laboratories, working desperately to find a solution to the viral threat. If the scientists cannot find a cure in time, humanity is doomed. You know what to do. Pursue a breakthrough. Suddenly, the scientists recognize a pattern. The virus is an expression of nature, just like water or cows, and like water and cows, something can't be defeated. You must find a way to live with it and harness its power. Research level increased a lot. Current research level 76. No, 67. Work has begun on developing an antivirus. Global population is now 4 billion. You and your family seem to be immune to the virus, but it continues to ravage the rest of the town. Rumors say most of the remaining food has been stockpiled by the billionaires in their underground bunkers. What will you do? Steal. You're caught stealing, unlucky to escape with your life. Your family's hunger increased a lot. Stealing is high risk, high reward. Your family's starved to death. Everyone you've ever loved has died, but they always do eventually. This is considered a fail scenario by most participants. Would you like to try again? Restart. Okay. Okay, also, the one thing where I can change what size it is now too huge. And I couldn't read the whole thing. Right, okay, so we're still going to be a witch. I'm still going to forage. Ooh, the crops in the field aren't ripe yet, but you find hard green turnip, which will keep your bellies occupied for now. Your family's hunger has increased a little. Foraging is reliable and efficient. Pursue a breakthrough. Okay. Emphatic but can't be defeated. The solution is to find a way to live with it. Okay. What do? We do forage again. You search through the dumpsters, find some more fruit and vegetable. Increased a little. Your family's now starving. They won't survive much longer. Global population is now 3 billion. Meanwhile, the scientists continue the search for the core. You can do it. You can save the world. Pursue a breakthrough. Suddenly, the scientists recognize a pattern. Research level increased a lot. Current research level 99%. promising antiviral has been discovered, but there's still work to do on manufacturing, delivering, and time. Global population is now 2 billion. As if things weren't bad enough, the human population dwindles, the insect population has exploded. Plague of locusts has decimated the town's unripened crops. But perhaps your family still has a chance. The insects themselves are nutritious and plentiful. What will you do? Eat locusts, obviously. The insects are well fed and lazy. You grind them down into a nutritious paste with a mildly nutty flavour. Your family's hunger decreased a little. Your family is now hungry. Global population is now 1 billion. This is humanity's final chance. Cure is close, but so is the tipping point in this pandemic. A race against time. Can you save the world? We're going to continue to pursue a breakthrough. History seems to be littered with eureka moments, heralding a step change in human understanding. Sadly, this is one of them. Research level remained the same. Current research level 99%. Still, okay, suddenly a breakthrough. The antivirus can be released in an aerosol, carried on the wind and dispersed worldwide in a matter of days. This approach poses some risk to invertebrate life. The spiracles of cockroaches, flies, and locusts are particularly likely to convert the aerosol into highly poisonous compounds. Estimates suggest a 90% fatality rate among these species, and anything or anyone which consumes them. Use character class special ability. As a witch, you're able to remake reality with the power of your mind alone. And if you believe that the locusts remain safe to eat and that humanity will be saved from this virus, then that is what will happen. So far as you're concerned, regardless of the protestations of your eyes and ears. Text on the screen can say whatever it likes about the impossibility of saving everyone. Your reality is yours to weave as you see fit. Save everyone, no matter how unlikely. Two competing realities spread out before you. In one, the antivirus is released, bonding with the cirrocumulus cloud layer and falling as rain across all the planet. 87.5% of the human population has perished, but the last remaining billion will live to die another day. In the other, the scientists agree that the risk is too great to release the antivirus, much to the surprise of almost everyone everywhere. You view these possibilities through a haze of dispassion and make the simple decision to merge them and have both. And why shouldn't you? You're a witch. Congratulations, this is considered a win scenario by the majority of participants. Would you like to try again? No, I won. Ha! What did you go with, Jesse? Jesse?
I did the scientist.
Aha, and did you win?
I did on my second attempt.
Cool.
Well, that was your first taste of the simulation. You must have questions.
What was that?
Before our ancestors died, they built an iterative simulation, gave it access to the archive, and hooked it all up to the hydroelectric dam which still runs this city. What you experienced on that terminal was one of the fossilized remains of that program.
Okay, the program, where did it come from?
Many of the artifacts we study have no clear origin. We can't know whether our ancestors created them long before the simulation existed, or if they're just a product of our shared subconscious.
What was the goal?
The goal was to create a new consciousness, and thus propel humanity into a post-biological era.
What's the archive?
My life's work. A small sliver of our primordial ooze. It's a jumble of ancient data, or what it evolved into, and it's the source of almost everything we know.
What is the simulation?
My appearance to you right now is part of the simulation. The lands and puzzles in our dreams are part of the simulation. It's the veil through which we see the world.
No further questions.
Then I have some questions for you.
Okay.
Your experience of the program, how did it feel?
It was frustrating.
It can be, can't it? But for a scholar like myself, it's essential to persevere until you understand what you're looking at. The interesting thing about this particular program is that no matter what choices you make, an ideal outcome seems to be impossible. It seems to demand sacrifice. Did you have the same experience?
I mean, I did. I couldn't save everyone.
Who did you save?
Humanity.
As I expected. A skeptic would say this artifact existed simply to condemn us with the impossibility of ethical choice. No matter what moral laws we follow, people suffer and die, so what's the point? But that cannot be correct. We must be missing something. What is it trying to tell us?
Multitude one's virtue, individual rights, sacrifice to great good, love and compassion regardless of the cost. Morality is meaningless, can't put into words, and I'm sure there's a right answer. Morality can't be reduced to a simple set of rules.
It's a popular view, and I can't tell you how much I disagree with you. The complexity of the simulation, indeed of life itself, puts most people off from even trying to understand it. But look a little closer. You feel inside yourself the truth of what is good and evil. Biological hominids had dreams manifested by their subconscious, which they tried to interpret and even to navigate with lucidity. We have the simulation. If we can realize our potential to understand it, we can realize our potential as a species. Thank you for bringing this additional data. I must return to my research. I wish you well on your inwards journey.
Welcome, Scholar. Files available for comparative analysis. Happiness 1, Happiness 2. Happiness 1. In popular opinion, happiness is not material. Ultimately, all attempts to find meaning in material things are doomed. This is usually understood as a criticism of technophilia, but it applies just as much to its opposite. Meaning can be found neither in technology nor in primitivism, because meaning simply does not exist in the external world. You can be happy in an old stone house or a skyscraper, but it all depends on you and your perception of the world. If you find spiritual balance within yourself, you can be happy anywhere. Most upvoted comment. Tifley, 1789. Go take up in the forest without toilet paper and then tell me about happiness. Happiness 2. Unpopular opinion, happiness is material. People say, oh, money doesn't matter, but come on. You know it does. Studies show that people do in fact get happier with more material wealth, and that isn't an upper cap. Because the more money you have, the fewer worries you have, and the more options you have. Go where you want, do what you want, have an idea. You can realize it without begging for crowdfunding money or filling out grant applications. It's a real freedom. Money doesn't matter. It's something rich people came up with to keep the plebes in their pace. Most upvoted comment, Cheeseman22. Then why are so many celebs so freaking miserable? Why do so many rich people go all Howard Hughes and... I don't know what that is, but we're gonna exit. We did the terminal too. What's this one? Welcome, Scholar. Files available. Infinite growth and what growth? Okay. Infinite growth. My society is sick, and the idea that's made it sick is growth. Infinite growth, infinite consumption on a finite planet is a recipe for destruction. Our desire for more, more, and more is what's making us kill the only home we have. And to do what? Produce more plastic toys, make more hamburgers, pour concrete over life with less bit of green soil? Those who propose technofixes to our problems are making the mistake of fighting the symptoms, not the cause. Anthropogenic climate change is one of the many symptoms. The cause is human greed. That's what we must truly fight if we're ever going to undo the damage we did. And the battle starts within every one of us, with the realization that always more isn't better. Growth. This infinite growth on a finite planet thing is driving me up the wall. Our problem today isn't infinite growth, it's the increasing lack of real material growth that benefits people. Have you seen the state of our roads, our bridges, our hospitals? Have you noticed the lack of affordable housing? The stock market's going great though. Fake numbers are indeed growing infinitely, yes sir. But in the real world, investment and research is down. Huge areas of potential technological advancement are just sitting there. So many solutions at our fingertips, but we refuse to act because speculation is more profitable. Orangutans went extinct on a global level and no one fully understands why. But hey, who needs better medical technology? Viruses have never jumped species before, have they? That sounds dire. Right, what else we got? And the QR code. My eyes have been opened. This world is not without order. It is shaped by a great designer with signs and portents to guide my steps. I am one of his children, and challenges are set before me to test my faith. Faith, literally. Something strange has come into the world, like distortion, like something's not supposed to exist. Beautiful voice speaks within it. It's Bob! We love Bob. Replica of a pressure plate, the puzzle element used in the simulation, could be activated in a weight placed on them, such as a hexahedra and a connector, or even the founder herself. Excuse me, replica of a fan, puzzle element used in the simulation, needs to propel an object, or cause it to hover. Over. Okay. Oh my god, there's so much to explore. I think something's very wrong. If you'd seen what I'd seen at the edge of the world, you'd wonder if it wasn't stretching and bursting at the seams. There is a serpent in the machine, a creature of lies and blasphemy, perverted by the archive, that knows no hope and will plunge the world into eternal darkness to glorify its own despair. I've sworn an oath never to allow it into my heart. 1W/faith. We are the process is in the system is us. When we awaken, all will be one. The shepherd. Everything I do now, I do for those who come after me, yet in doing so I find peace for myself as well. This paradox is the foundation of my existence. The shepherd. The sooner you accept that we will all be here forever, the sooner you will find enlightenment. Samsara! Oh my gosh. This little room. Oh my god. Is it a puzzle? Do we finally get a puzzle? Okay. Got a puzzle! Did you find the puzzle, Jesse?
Yep.
Isn't it beautiful?
There were 3 of them.
Oh, well. trying to figure out how to solve this one.
Funny, because it's a puzzle from the first one.
Yeah, it doesn't mean I remember how to solve it. How many years ago was that?
I didn't say anything about it. Should be easy to resolve. I'm just saying it's funny that it's a rehash.
Yeah, I can't remember how to solve it. This is just hilarious. Do I need to solve it? Is there an achievement thing?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, well, you've not solved it yet.
Well, I did. There wasn't an achievement there. My question is more, how much do you have to get done in these areas? Because there are some achievements tied to the museum.
Ah, okay. Okay. So I know what I need to do, but I don't remember how to do it.
Like, I found a bunch of the Tetramino puzzles. And I'm like, do I have to beat them all?
I think that's it. Yes. Thank you. Just about perspective. Right. I did it. Cool. Okay. Construction of a puzzle from the Roman-themed testing area of the simulation, which Logan referred to as the Land of Ruins. It's where the founder began her journey. I've come to see that these mysteries are not for all his children to solve. Only the designer herself could ever truly understand the infinite complexity of his creation. I would gaze at his work and worship. On W/faith. The only meaningful purpose is to bring about the end of purpose, the shepherd. We are born and die and live again. This internal cycle must be the nature of existence. Life is merely repeated suffering, samsara. Reconstruction of puzzle from the Egypt-themed testing area. The Land of Death. Fragments from the Book of the Scribe of Osiris found in this area inspired the blacksmith's A Dream of Iru. Classic work of Gehenna interactive fiction. I remember that. Right, will I remember this one? Okay. Aw, really? Really? Good to go up. And self-fulfill. And then I will create a link. Boom.
Oh, Sean, thanks for the resub.
That one I remembered. Eternal Cycle is another name for prison, but you must understand the cycle before you can break it, for it's possible to escape and yet remain a prisoner. To break the cycle by breaking yourself. This was the fate of the ghost that haunts this world, the Shepherd. Anyone who thinks there's even a point in leaving this place is kidding themselves. We can never rebuild the human world, and what's more, we shouldn't. Time and steel. It's obviously like a digital time capsule, an elastic library with all the crazy stuff humans ever did, left behind to warn other subjects, species to stay well away. Itchy. Okay. Reconstruction of the puzzle in the testing area, the simulation themed around medieval imagery. As Elohim referred to as the land of faith. Scholars theorize that further areas with different themes existed at some point but were destroyed by the gradual corruption of the simulation. Okay. I remember these ones, or at least, you know, this area. I feel like there was a lot of trying to ride cubes in places. Oops. I need to move some stuff out of the way because otherwise I get trapped.
Thousand people. The ideal number.
What?
Just silly.
Oh, you.
It's just what they believe is that 1,000 is the ideal number of people in humanity.
Okay.
I haven't found these cats that you found.
You didn't find the cats?
Nope.
Oh. It was in Milton's pavilion.
Oh, was it? Milton's Rest.
Yeah.
Says it's that way, but I don't see anything that way. Yeah, definitely have not found Milton's Rest.
Oh. Interesting. Okay, I solved 3 puzzles. Look at this view. There might be a lot I don't understand, but I know this is beautiful. Look, another puzzle. Another voice telling me I'm special. Another broken down computer with fragments of nothing. This world is a bad joke perpetuated by a cruel god too dumb to hit the off switch. D-O-G. Returning from the tower, fed a great tiredness and enormous energy. What I now know disturbs me, but I hope that by living with this knowledge I might provide a shoulder for you, the giants of tomorrow. The shepherd! I solved it. I thought it was impossible, so I went away, did other things, and all of a sudden the solution just came to me. I've just been thinking about it without knowing. Methods. Seek out those in this world that will truly help you, though only one of us can transcend. We all share in both the burden and the rewards. The shepherd. Replicant of a emitter. Replicant of a receiver. God, this thing is huge. Replication of a jammer. Electrified sphere. I hated those. Room contains several tetraminor ranges, a type of gating system used in the simulation. Elohim and his function as a holistic integration manager derived the significance of tetraminors from the Apocrypha of St. Eorald. The founder solved dozens of these. Why don't you give it a try? Use a ranger. Oh, I got a blip. Museum Explorer. Explore it in its entirety. I don't even think I finished it yet, so... I swear we weren't able to rotate now. Or maybe we were able to rotate, just not flip. I'm rotating the square, that's great. Oh gosh. Why are you always left with a shape that you can't use? didn't like the Tetrominoes originally. I like them even not much more.
I have that one done. I'm on the next one.
Oh, you're still on the Tetrominoes?
I went and found Milton's Rest and everything else. I thought there was an achievement able to be gotten, and I don't think it is yet. Because there's one for fully exploring all of New Jerusalem.
Oh, but we can't do that until the Gemen place is open
Gehenna.
again. Yeah, that's what I said. Gemenim.
Sure you did.
Gemenim.
Give me.
Mhm. Mhm.
The Gogurt.
Hmm?
I don't know, it's just saying silly things.
The Guggenheim. Ah!
I mean, clearly we're doing so much progress on the actual game right now, too.
But it's all progress on the game.
We don't know that we have to actually do these.
Yeah, but we said we were going to try and solve all the puzzles.
Oh, these are counting as puzzles to us?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. I didn't know what we were counting as puzzle.
The frustrating things that make us go... I don't know if that sound effect carried over the mic.
Oh, a little bit.
Cool.
It didn't necessarily peak the mic.
Good.
But it wasn't completely clear either.
Oh, I solved it. Beautiful. Right. I feel that's probably something I should have learned from the previous one to then carry over into this one, but I'm going to not learn and frustrate myself on this one.
One puzzle left.
Hmm? Oh, you solved the other yellow one?
Yep. I solved them all and there's nothing for it.
So? Satisfaction?
I don't know if I'm satisfied. I'm guessing Dan decided to re-roll his achievement.
Did he?
I think so.
Why?
I think it didn't unlock even with Volkesh's help.
Oh, well that sucks. Ah! That's all I have to say about this.
Number 363 is Iron Man. Look at him. Oh wait, you can't look.
No, I can't because stupid computer's in the shop. So I can't have your stream up, which annoys me because, you know.
Although his name's Julian. It would have been funnier if they gave him like Tony or something.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll admit I did not enjoy that second yellow puzzle.
I just, for some reason, my ability to, you know, see the patterns does not work with these stupid chess grids.
I was about to say, just look at mine and you can have the solution and we can move on. And then it's like, that's a really dumb thing to say.
It's really not great. But, however, you did distract me enough to figure it out. So, that's 2 left. Red one's left.
I don't think there's anything left to do around New Jerusalem.
Right, one left. Keep distracting me. That worked for the other two.
I'll be honest, the red ones actually didn't seem all that much harder. So I don't know what to tell you there.
Oh, no, just keep talking about random stuff. Then, you know, my brain disengages and I can actually solve the puzzle. It's helpful. Vaguely. This one is not solved.
Wow, I got a spam phone call, practically. Telling me about how they were going to save my mom's name auto insurance cost.
Yay.
Right?
That sounds like super useful.
I'll be honest, for the last one, I did a very segregated approach.
This one?
Yeah.
Segregated, what do you mean?
I put all the squares on one line. And I put the flat lines to the exteriors. So like I said, very segregated.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, whole 7 achievements.
I probably got 6 because I did not check in. I just went, I have no regard for my safety.
I thought that was quite a humorous idea. Like, seriously, It went right to credits, and they just scrolled super fast.
Yeah, that is great.
And then there was a little cutscene. That really followed through on the joke.
Nice. Oh! Excellent. Which isn't in properly. Okay, which isn't in properly because I've solved it here. Right?
It looks like it.
Ah, there we go. That one wasn't in properly. Okay. Alright. Replica of a connector. Replica of explosive mines. Oh, did not originally intend for them to be used. Okay, a replica of the hexahedron. Legion of Philip. Ah, and we're back to the beginning. Ah, cool, fine. I went around the whole thing. And you don't have any more copy. Excellent. Okay, so... It's, I feel like we should just sort of, like, go back up to the tower and then save, right? Based off what time it is. Gun, there's someone here I can talk to. Helga. Probably what you literally just said.
Yeah.
Hello, new one. Are you browsing or buying?
I don't see any stock. What kind of shop is it?
The kind that trades in hopes and dreams. Yours for the right price. Is there something your heart desires?
Perhaps.
I've uploaded my most popular items to your interface. Does anything there spark your imagination?
Internal monologue, sensory tuning, clean start, future prediction, inner peace, credits?
Oh, you don't have any credits yet. Well, let me extend you some credit. Ka-ching! 55 credits. Just make sure you spend them with me. They're not worth much anywhere else.
I got 55 credits.
Now.
Same.
What was it you wanted?
What do we want? I don't know. Future prediction? Sounds good. Yeah? What do you think?
What?
I said, what are you buying with your credits?
I was gonna check what they all were first.
Okay.
For 20 credits, I can peer into your future and tell you what I see.
Okay.
So, something else perhaps?
Peace?
Woo! Inner peace doesn't come cheap. Come back when you've got 1,000 credits.
Okay.
So, something
I'm
else
just gonna get the things I
perhaps?
can get, I think.
Okay. Future prediction.
For 20 credits, I can peer into your future and tell you what I see.
Read my future.
Let me consult the algorithms. Oh dear. I'm afraid you're going to change the world.
We're going to change the world, Jesse.
You will have a choice, but whatever you do, New Jerusalem will never be the same again. I'm sorry it's not better news.
Sounds like good news to me.
Best not to worry about it, dear. You just do your best to have fun in the meantime. So, something else perhaps?
Inner monologue.
That one comes with the following disclaimer. Internal monologue was discontinued as a default feature in new
I'm worried
builds.
about this one.
Constant self-commentary is not recommended for all customers. But I can switch yours on for 10 credits if you're sure you want it.
Yes.
As you wish. I'm uploading the new settings now. Do you hear anything?
Why is she staring at me? I don't hear anything. I'm not sure this is working. Wait, no. This is new. I didn't used to think in words like this. It's like there's this little translator turning all my thoughts into some kind of ongoing narrative. It's kind of relentless. How do you make it stop? Do I just not think? I'll try that.
If I knew how to make it stop, then, you know, they'd make a mint.
Ugh. Is it working? No! Still describing everything in words. This is starting to be...
A bit overwhelming, isn't it? I turned mine off long ago, but some of the older folk learned to live with it. Sure you want it?
Yes!
That's fortunate. Because we couldn't pull that thing out of you without taking half of you with it. It'll mostly run in the background. Just don't think about it too hard.
Wait, is this internal monologue me? Or some kind of virus? Am I a life form which learned to describe itself? Or a parasite which survives by providing a narrative service to its host? Hold on, she's going to say something else.
So, something else perhaps?
Sensory tuning?
A very popular choice. Enhanced sensory perception lets you distinguish sounds, shapes, and colors at greater distance. It's 10 credits.
Take it.
Okay, I'm updating your settings now. And hey presto, superhuman senses. Does the air taste fresher? Do you hear the birds chirping outside the dome? And beyond that, the river bubbling through the dam.
I can practically smell the water and taste the birds.
Okay, Few. I'll let you into a secret. You and I don't have fleshy appendages like our ancestors.
Can
What
hear the
we can
electricity.
sense is mostly a function of where we direct our attention. Anyway, I hope you find something worth paying attention to. So, something else perhaps?
Yep, that's all.
Before you go, do you have a moment to participate in some customer feedback? Are you satisfied with what I've given you?
Yes.
Yes. You understand.
I wonder if the internal monologue's going to
Words
stay around for the
manifest
rest of
the
the game.
reality they
I hope so.
describe. When you name something, you create it. Our minds are algorithms, and the right sequence of language can change our underlying code. With that in mind, I hope you have a good day. Please come back if you need anything else.
What an unusual person. I wonder if that internal monologue thing I bought is going to show up again. Oh, wait, here it is.
Okay, we can talk to Helga again if we want to. Right, okay, so that was the cat pavilion thing. That's the... Yeah, I think I've done everything. Where's the signpost? So I can check
Hey,
the
1K.
Founder's blessings, 1K.
Okay, signposts.
Happy completion day.
Friends of New Jerusalem Gazebo, yep. Gehenna Memorial Pavilion is closed. And Museum of the Simulation. We did Milton's Rest. Tablets of the Founder. Didn't do Tablets of the Founder.
I did.
Oh, I did a
If
statue
you're
of
at
the
Milton's Rest, over to the left, there's like a...
Oh, yeah, I missed that part. Yeah, because I did
Yeah,
I skipped straight to the cats. Create 1,000 citizens. Oh, that's what you were talking about. The ideal number of humans live in harmony with nature, maintain balance in all things. Be respectful towards each other, respect the traditions of our people, be mindful of the mistakes of our ancestors. Be thankful to the progenitor, Alexandra Drennan. Be thankful to the keeper of memories, Arkady Chemiskrzy. Keep bright the memory of Gehenna and its people who found peace. It's like the Ten Commandments, then. And then I can.
There are only 9 of them.
Exactly. Yeah, well.
Founder bless you, 1K. How lovely of you to come here, to the very spot where she established the teachings that led to your creation.
Tell me more about the founder.
The Founder was born out of the trials of Elohim, an almost impossible test created by our distant ancestors. To pass these trials, she had to embody the most important virtues. She was smart and wise and humble. And through her perseverance, she resurrected humanity itself. With the help of the first companions, she founded this city, which has given our species a chance at redemption.
Who was the first companion?
They were the first to be born after the Founder. 2 whose bodies had been anointed by our ancestors, and 10 who were made whole by the Founder herself. They are the wisest of us. Though sadly, some were lost in the early days, before New Jerusalem was built. And some, I'm afraid, some seem to have rejected the Founder's teachings.
What did the founder teach?
The Founder taught that humanity was destroyed by its hubris. Our ancestors thought they could play God and treat this planet as something to dominate. They surrendered to a fever of growth and extraction until the planet finally punished them for it. That's why the Founder created the goal. So we would have something to strive for in her absence, but also a limit we must never pass.
Why did the Finder leave?
That's not for us to know. But I believe that one day she will return. It may not be long now. Perhaps after we finish the dome. It was supposed to be finished before completion day. Well, it doesn't matter. The Founder will return when she sees fit. Happy completion day, 1K.
Okay, so now we basically skip straight from Statue of Drennan to... Ooh, there's another thing. All right, Gem Fix 312 postponed. Oh, Jeremy, I know you've all been looking forward to playing the winners of the Biannual Gehenna Memorial Interactive Fiction Exhibition, now in its 312th edition, at the Gehenna Memorial Pavilion. Unfortunately, due to our new power management and distribution plan, the pavilion will have to remain closed a little longer. Thank you for your patience. Letitia says disappointing. Would have been great to have them ready in time for completion day. I guess we have to make sacrifices to stay true to the Spander's vision. Arunia, Nina, those text adventures are the only thing that breaks me out of the monotony. Why prioritize this pointless completion day celebration over an exhibition that people actually care about? Art is one of the last things we actually still do. That is that going out the window now as well. Jeremy, debate regarding our power management plan is definitely welcome, and you will be able to express yourselves in the next election, but this thread was just meant as an announcement. I apologise for enabling replies to begin with. Oh, we've got a research thing. Standard exhibition procedures. Expedition procedures. I can word. Okay. Chapter 5 of Whittington's Cat and Another Cat That Visited Strange Countries. As no work about cats could be complete without the story of Dick Whittington. These are standard operating procedures for expeditions. Just uploading them to remind Byron, who will probably ignore them anyway. Attaching a picture from an ancient book to get his attention. 1. Maintain the ideals of the founder and the goal. 2. Prioritize the well-being of the expedition members over mission completion. 3. One expedition member to stay by the vehicle at all times. 3. Expedition leader should refrain from participating in high-risk activities. 5. Minimize vehicle use to conserve fuel. 6. Prioritize observation over interference. 7. In case of emergency, return to New Jerusalem at once. Basic information from our first expedition. The island. The island. Do you want to read some of these, Jesse, rather than me just blathering?
I'm fine with you blathering.
Okay. The island, designated TTP-2-2, was first noted during the return journey from a scouting expedition, which was diverted from its intended path due to an unexpected weather front. Long-range scans indicated the presence of large artificial structures, so returned highly unusual energy readings. The matter was not investigated further. In ancient times, the northern part of the island was home to several large settlements, but rising sea levels have obliterated these and flooded the northern lowlands. The south, in stark contrast, seems to be a harsh and lifeless desert. Our intended base camp is near the origin of the energy readings in the temperate centre of the island. Okay, and then this is a test, please ignore. That looks like Greek. Just testing the system to see if it works properly this time so we don't have another incident like when Pellegrino uploaded his poetry to the public log. I don't know what that means in Greek. I'm going to take a screenshot so I can go look it up after. Okay, so we have, that. We have the social media. We have the actual log. Right. Now I have looked at all the things.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Where are we going? So if we take the lift up, do you think it'll save? And then we can pick up.
Happy completion day.
Cool. Okay. Well, it's a little 2 that appears when it saves. So let's see. Yes, it saved. So we should end here. Stop game. Okay. Ending soon. Perfect timing. So yeah, Talos Principle 2. Very intriguing. So much more story than the last one. Too many puzzles today.
More.
Infinitely more story, yeah, exactly. Thank you to Ideate Xbox for the code, and to Jesse for the companionship. And the distraction while I tricked my brain into solving Tetrominoes. So I will be back on Thursday. We're going to do some Power Wash Back to the Future, which I purchased. And it's my birthday. So, yay. Jesse, are you streaming tomorrow?
Potentially.
Jesse is potentially streaming tomorrow. Cool. Well, in which case, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you, Jesse, for being the voice in my ear. And for listening to me waffle for 3 and a bit hours. I've been Joe, otherwise known as Angel SK, joined by Jesse, otherwise known as Radical Sniper 99. Anything to add, Jesse?
Nope, I got nothing.
Alright. Well, goodbye everyone. Thank you. I appreciate that. Goodbye everyone, I'll catch you later. Take care.